So today I'm going to be working on my Roadrunner number 3 in my pop art Roadrunner series for my friend who has requested them. So I'm just going to start by drawing it out, and we'll go from there. noise. It's me just doing something annoying with my mouth. I don't know why I'm making that weird sound. What I've learned from researching Roadrunners is that the legs of these birds are very freaking strange looking. Like, I think of flamingos when I think of, you know, birds doing weird stuff with their legs, especially, you know, that standing on one leg and folding up like an umbrella thing, but Roadrunners, man, their feet are weird and they run weird. And I can only imagine, is this what a velociraptor looked like coming at you? Because, you know, the birds, and they're supposed to be descended from animals like that. And to be honest with you, I would just laugh if this came running at me, I think. I mean, look at those feet. Those are like velociraptor feet, but I'm not that terrified because they're so goofy looking. Surrounding this guy's face so you can see he's moving so fast he's not even touching the ground. That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to make it look like his shadow right there. I think it's a shadow. I don't know. It kind of works. Does he look like he's going fast? That's all we care about. So, pencil drawing, and I'm going to go back with marker now, like I usually do. Darken everything up. And hopefully my markers will cooperate today, because they don't always. But that's why I bought them in like a 20-some pack. Because I can just grab a different one if they're not working. Again, I've mentioned this before, but you store these things tip down and they last a lot longer. If you have one that's like dying on you or half dead, cap it really tightly and put it tip down somewhere and it might come back to life after a few days. Might. They do eventually actually dry out, obviously. They will have to run out of ink at some point, but a lot of times the ink is just not in the tip where you need it to be. usual, I'm just marking in the direction of the feathers that I drew out already. And then if I do that, it'll kind of make the feathers for me out of the lines. A little bit different when it gets to like the feet here. But again, I'm just following the shapes I made and the lines. As long as everything's going the right direction, it's gonna be looking like I want it to in the end. And their feet are weird. It's just like their ankle and knee joints aren't in the same place as humans are, so it looks like their knees are bending backwards, but I'm pretty sure that's not even their knee joints, so I don't know why it's weirding me out so much. Like, I think that's their ankle way up here, maybe. I'm not a ornithologist, is that the one for birds? So, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the whole long part might be their foot, and that might be part of why this looks like their knees are on backwards. Because I don't know that that's their knee. Anyway, either way, still a very cool animal. Not too bad. Again, I'm just fading my color away from the ground line because I want that to look a little bit darker at the ground, right where the line is there, because I want just a suggestion of a shadow on the ground, maybe. This marker's dying on me, though. Let's try a different one. That one's not too healthy either. Killing these markers off like it's my job. Well, kind of is my job since I get paid for these. Some of them I just do for me. But this one, I should get paid for it. that makes it my job. See if my fine tip markers do a little more detail work. They're ultra fine tip. I have to bust out a new one of those. My markers are dying. Ah, there's one. What do we think so far? It's getting there. I think that might be it for the marker stage for me. Nice and pop arty, and that means I'm just going to need, well, maybe I'll darken the ground up a little more. I don't know if that shadow thing's working for me. But then we'll be doing acrylic paint for the background. I think we're doing bright red this time. The fun part about making art here is that didn't quite work out as a shadow like I wanted it to, so I'm just going to try something different, and I can, because it's my art. As long as the person I'm doing it for likes it, that's all that matters to me. Well, it matters to me if I like it too, but I like it already, so it's just a matter of fine-tuning now. I think that's a little bit better. Sort of deserty, earthy texture. And then we'll be switching to acrylic paint for the background. So I've set it working on the other ones, but these are not super huge canvas boards. It's about as close as I can get you to it and still be able to reach everything I need to reach. We'll get a little closer. There. And I'm sitting almost inside my easel to do this. Yeah, gonna do some bright red background now. using an angle brush, which I usually do since I can have nice fine control over it. I'm trying to do mostly vertical lines again, because that's been my theme with these. Hopefully we're not getting too much of the back of my head here. Just paint the edges, as I always do, just because it looks a little nicer. I'm actually using my left hand to support my right wrist to get this in real close like that too, by the way. Helps me keep a straighter line. It's a little harder to do from up above, but when I can go from underneath, I can use my wrist on the other hand to support my hand. I don't need to be getting any carpal tunnel or anything, so probably already I do. I get pains in my hands and wrists from painting and drawing all day. But what can you do? A calling's a calling, right? This is just where my love affair with the angle brush comes from. Look at that nice line. The only wiggle to it is the wiggle I have by being shaky. But that brush helps even it out into a nice straight line for me. Again, sorry if all you're seeing really is the back of my head here. The art is more interesting than me anyway. Not so talkative in this video today, as I have been. I have nothing to expound about, I suppose. Roadrunners are cool. Their feet are odd. I really like this color red. I really like this angle brush. That's about all there is to it. This is if you're curious, once again, a Liquitex that I'm using. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Pyrrole or Pyrrole red, but it's pretty opaque and it's got the mark for that, and I really, it's very vivid. I like it a lot. If you're hearing some mumbling in the background, as usual, I think my husband is talking to the dogs. He was in some sort of meeting, couldn't hear him then, but now I think he's talking to the dogs. I could be wrong. If you're hearing a mumbling, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it on camera or not. I can hear it, but it's not very loud. We won't fault him. So I'm just going to finish up doing this red over here, and then we'll be done. I'll just bring it back when we get there. Alright, so I had a bit of a technical difficulty. My husband wasn't just screaming at the dogs, he was yelling for me, and I had to go check on that. So I did end up finishing the painting, and I used not just that red that I showed you before, but also I added some fluorescent red is what the color is called, just to give some more texture to this painting here. And I think we're gonna call this one finished. Give you a little zoom in here. Oh, we're doing a funny thing with the lights. There we go. So I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out, and I hope my friend and client that I made this for is also gonna like it. But yeah, so this is my Roadrunner number 3. Once again, it was just 2 colors of acrylic paint, fine tip and ultra fine tip permanent marker, and that's it. That's all we did. And I think this is pretty nifty. So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching if you watched this whole video. I know I spent a good portion of it not really saying anything and just staring at the painting. So yeah, if you like this video, please make sure to watch some of my other ones if you haven't already, and please hit that subscribe button. It's hard to make money as an artist, and I'm trying really hard with these videos and selling these paintings, so any like, subscribe, or comment I get, it really does help, and it means a lot to me. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're having a nice day.